Wednesday night, and if you're a Brit, you might be up for an award. I think that's how it works, right? Anyway, the Brit Awards are on as we speak, and you're either ignoring them or you've done the smart option, put them on pause for the next 15 minutes to play HQ Trivia. I'm Sharon Carpenter, and I am here to give you a cash award tonight. Now, did you see Dua Lipa and Stormzy take Best Solo Artist? What are you guys' thoughts on that? Was Lord robbed? Let me know in the chat right now. Now, you know me, I'm on the red carpet a lot, so I watched that part pretty closely. Did anyone catch Ed Sheeran's ring finger? A little bit telling there, I'd say. May have some news to break to us. And Dua Lipa looked amazing on the carpet, if you could find her in all those frills. By the way, I have some good news for you. The odds of you winning HQ are way better than winning a Brit Award unless you sneak off to the loo with Harry Styles to play while your name is being announced. Here are the rules for tonight's HQT Pies. Listen carefully. We've got 12 categories with 3 nominees each. Choose the real winner and you're on to the next one. Pick the right 12 and you'll be honored with a virtual trophy. Thank your mum, your agent and your PayPal as your first endorsement rolls in. Then it's on to leaderboard fame. That would be fun. Now, the grand prize tonight is $750, enough to get you VIP at the next big award show, Uber fare and Deliveroo included. Okay, let's announce the first trivia category of the night, along with the nominees. Q1. A comedian telling jokes to a live audience is called what? Stand-aside comedian, stand-up comedian, handstand comedian. What's that comedian called? What the audience calls them really depends on how well the material is going down. Heckles at the ready. It's stand-up comedian, of course. 27,211 of you are still standing on that easy peasy question right there. Now, the term may be from the 20th century, but stand-up comics have had us laughing our ribs in since 400 BC. It's been a while. Q2. Where is the ozone hole located? Earth's stratosphere, 10 Downing Street, Reddit. The ozone hole. Where would you find it? Which of these 3 places? Metaphorically, they are all correct answers, but only one of these is the literal location. Look up. It's the Earth's stratosphere. That's the answer we were looking for. 26,682 of you just launched yourselves into the stratosphere. The ozone layer protects the Earth from UV rays. We have to be really careful before our SPF 15 becomes SPF 15,000. That's what we're going to need soon. Hey, speaking of Reddit, are any of you guys on there? Tell me in the chat. What's your favorite safe for work subreddit? Something crazy like evil buildings or idiots fighting things? The HQ Trivia sub? Let me know. Back to the questions. Which of these poems has 5 lines? Limerick, haiku, quatrain. Which of these poems has 5 lines? Tap wisely, players. It seems poetry and maths had more in common than we thought. The humorous ditty in 5 little bitties. It's limerick. Limerick is your winning answer. 15,156 of you making poetry out of that one. And speaking of limericks, I have a special one I wrote just for you guys. You are going to absolutely love this. Wait, what's that? We don't have time. Q4. Which character uttered the line, "Am I not merciful," in the movie Gladiator, Gracchus, Commodus, Maximus? Am I not merciful? Am I merciful to you guys in HQ? He was not merciful at all, by the way. The jealous and deranged son of Marcus Aurelius, portrayed by Joaquin Phoenix. It's Commodus. Commodus uttered that famous line. 4,744 of you got that one right. A lot of you thought Maximus there. Absolutely not. Now, Russell Crowe won an Oscar for the film despite his character mostly repeating his own name and recent history to everyone over and over and over again. Q5, which of these countries joined the EU most recently? Romania, Malta, Hungary. country joined most recently the newbie of the bunch? What do you think? They'll all be waving us off soon enough. But whose seat is the least warm? It's home of Dracula. It's Romania. Romania joined most recently 2,995 if you sucked the blood out of that question. Now, Malta and Hungary showed up in 2004, while Romania turned up a bit later in 2007. Typical Britain leaving the party before it gets going. Q6. Ossicles are small bones particularly associated with which part of the body? Foot, knee, or ear? Ossicles. Where would you find those? In the foot, knee, or the ear? They are actually the smallest bones in our body, but this tiny trio kick out a lot of noise, damage them, and you will hear the last of it. They're in the ear. Ossicles you would find in the ear. 2,513 of you heard me on that one. Now, the bones are called the hammer, anvil, and stirrup, three things that don't belong anywhere near your ears. Q7. Which of these is not a type of orchid? Vanilla, lady slipper, aurora. Vanilla, lady slipper, or aurora. Not a type of orchid. They light up the sky, but you won't find them in nurseries or windowsills anytime soon. Aurora is not a type of orchid. 1,036 of you are still blooming in the game. Orchids are the perfect I'm sorry gift. Hopefully memory of the incident dies with these flowers that die so easily. Q8. Which NBA player reached the 20,000 point scoring mark in the fewest games? LeBron James, Wilt Chamberlain, Michael Jordan. The fewest games? Which one of these megastar athletes? Only 44 players have ever done it, but which of these ballers was the quickest to nail the big 2-0-0-0-0? Is the man on stilts. Wilt Chamberlain is our guy right here. Oh my goodness. Savage question right there. Just 194 players left in the game after that pure savagery. My goodness. Now, MJ and Wilt may have reached the milestone in fewer games, but James still has miles on the clock to rack up for even more points. HQTs, those are some really amazing athletes, some of the best ever. Tell me in the chat, who do you think is the greatest athlete who ever was or whoever is? Jordan, Bolt, Pele? Let me know. The best athlete ever. All right, back to the games. Which of these composers wrote the most symphonies? Gustav Mahler, Dmitri Shostakovich, Antonin Dvorak. Mahler, Shostakovich, Dvorak. They've all written more than you have, but who composed the most with 15 symphonies to his name? It's Dmitri Shostakovich. That's your winning answer right there, 70. If you knew that one. Now, he lived and died in the USSR, but scholars are still unsure if Dmitri was a true communist or a closet dissident, classical music's first double agent. Q10. Which of these official state nicknames belongs to a state outside New England? Granite State, Pine Tree State, Old Line State. A state outside of New England. What do you think? The US region contains 6 states, but shout one of these names and none of them will turn around. Maryland to us, but its friends call it the Old Line State. Your winning answer there, 26 of you chose the right name. You're in a great state right now. Named because their line troops fought so well against the British. I'm sure we had our own names for Maryland. Now, did someone say Crouch? Who's saying Crouch as the greatest athlete? Who said that? Who's responsible? Q11. Which of these figures has hosted Have I Got News For You most often? Joe Brand, David Mitchell, Alexander Armstrong. Have I Got News For You? Who's been the host, the most regular one? They've all presented the comedy news quiz, but only one of them has been back 30 times. The guest host who's practically moving in is Mr. Pointless himself. It's Alexander Armstrong. Yeah, just 4 players left. 4 players with strong brains are now moving on to the final round. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Q12. 750 grabs. Just 4 players left. They've made it so far. Who's going to take it home? Which of these paintings does not contain a mirror? Las Meninas, Metamorphosis of Narcissus, the Arnolfini portrait. Which painting doesn't contain a mirror? Jan van Eyck made a mirror very famous in his painting with fine details within it. Velázquez featured royalty in his mirror, the King and Queen of Spain. In 1937, Dali painted reflections in a lake where Narcissus was staring, meaning metamorphosis for the win. That's your winning answer. We have 2 winners, my lovelies. Massive congratulations to our 2 winners, from around 30,000 players to just 2 winners, each of you taking home $375. Not bad for a Wednesday night. Matt and JF 512. Well done, guys. What are you going to do with those smackers now? Since you haven't won a Brit Award tonight, maybe you could buy one with that cash. Have a replica made. Why not? Put it on your shelf and show off. Well done, guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing job. That was a really tough one. You went through a savage question there as well. All right. Well, that was exciting as always. We made beautiful award-winning music together. And of course, we're back for another double dip into the Trivia Trove tomorrow at 3 and 9 p.m. Of course, we're live every day at 9 and every weekday at 3 p.m. Can't wait for next time. I'm Sharon Carpenter. Find me right here. And tell me what office you're playing from tomorrow. We'll try to give you guys a shout out. All right, HQT Pies, get some rest. I'll see you at 3 p.m. sharp tomorrow. Bye.